Now that the M1 iPad Pro is a thing, and is essentially a powerful laptop chip, or in iMac case, a desktop chip, put into this small piece of metal and glass. By having a SIM card, or SoC in this case, the line between the iPad, MacBook, or even the iMac is getting blurred. But the form factor for each of these products still will differentiate itself, and some user might lean towards either one of it for its own needs. So, in this video, let's say the hype get into you, or you really want the iPad Pro this year. What are the things that you should consider before throwing at least $700 to Apple to get your hands on this powerful M1 iPad Pro? Here are 7 things to consider before getting yourself an M1 iPad Pro. Let's get started. First and foremost, do you really need an iPad Pro? Before getting into spec or screen size, knowing why you need an iPad should be the first thing to consider before any other reason. Your reason can just be solely for YouTube and Facebook, and that's okay. If getting an iPad Pro will improve your experience in YouTube and Facebook better than your existing desktop or laptop, then go for it. Your hard-earned money, your choice. But there might be someone that just want to have the new toy or gadget, and after a few days of use, they will go back to their own bigger screen desktop and leave the iPad in the dust. But again, your money, your decision. And next up, the software, or apps in this case. Aside from social media apps and YouTube, is there any iPad specific apps that you like to use, either for your work, hobby, or even iPad exclusive game? Using myself as an example, the main reason for me to get this iPad Pro is LumaFusion, which I would say is the best and most powerful video editing software in the App Store. So, with this in mind, getting an iPad Pro for me is meaningful, and it will always serve an important purpose for me. The reason might be playing games on the go with a big screen, or a large canvas for drawing using Procreate or other apps. Just knowing you'll be using your iPad fully with the apps of your choice will be a good reason to get an iPad. The third thing to consider is the price of the iPad Pro, and this is relatively straightforward. It all depends on your financial position. Don't stress yourself too thin just to get a higher tier iPad, either in higher storage or larger screen. But that being said, if you feel that even getting a higher tier storage iPad feels a lot, I think you might be better off getting the iPad Air instead. But since you are in this video on getting an iPad Pro, I will assume the price is not an issue for you. But just a heads up. And next is the screen size. This is important, especially in this generation 2021 iPad Pro, as there is quite a bit of difference in screen technology between the 11-inch and 12.9-inch version. This is the first Apple device that supports mini LED display, and Apple dubbed it Liquid Retina XDR. The improvement compared to a typical LED screen is quite major. With thousands of mini LED backlight, it will produce greater contrast and improve back level, hence result in a better HDR content. And this directly affects your experience with the iPad, as the iPad is all about the screen. So if you're aiming for the 11-inch, then I guess you're out of luck this year. And the 12.9-inch cam is getting a better deal this time. That being said, don't go for the 12.9-inch just for the mini LED. If your main reason of getting an iPad Pro is for traveling, the weight and size difference is quite significant, and you might find it quite inconvenient. So give some thought about it. For the storage size, just get what you need is what everyone will tell you. But I would suggest trying double your estimation. Let's say you estimate about 60 GB of apps and content will be sufficient, then double that to 120 GB. So you just get the basic model. Or you love to store many movies and apps locally on your iPad and estimate around 100 GB will do, double it to 200 GB and get the 256 GB model. This is the basis of my double estimation recommendation. It's because you will always run out of space because of how beautiful the device is. At least for me, I would love to enjoy every piece of my content in this beautiful iPad, so I've put in all my content into the iPad, including my music, movie, and enjoy it there. And since the iPad will last you for some time, you will end up downloading more apps down the road. So just give this some thought before pressing the order button. The 6th point will be Wi-Fi or cellular version. And this is quite straightforward. It all depends on your usage pattern. If this is just a home use device and you always have access to Wi-Fi, why bother buying the cellular version, right? And vice versa for the cellular model. Just get what you need and suit your use case. And lastly, the accessory. The main accessory Apple is currently selling for the iPad Pro is the Apple Pencil and Magic Keyboard. These two also dependent on your use case, but I will argue these two products is not essential to experience the iPad Pro. If you mainly want to draw on the iPad Pro, then just get the Apple Pencil and not the Magic Keyboard. Or if you want a laptop replacement, get the Magic Keyboard instead. But I still think it's quite overpriced. But that's just my vote. So choose your poison, and that's it. After considering all 7 points that I listed above, I hope you will make a sound decision on your iPad Pro purchase. And thanks for watching. Ciao!